Now this is Jarbon from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now I'm here with...
Holly Golightly.
And what company are you from?
Broadsword Comics.
Broadsurf Comics. Now, looking at some of your stuff here, what kind of things are you doing here at some Broadsurf Comics?
Well, my husband did Batman Catwoman at DC Comics in the 90s. He did the Purple Catwoman, and I worked for Archie. I did Betty and Veronica, Sabrina and Josie. 10 years ago, we started our own company, Broadsword Comics, or Jim Balance Studios online. And we put out Terror Witch the Black Rose, which is kind of like, you know, I saw True Blood and it reminded me like, hey, wow, that's like our comic book but with vampires. But we don't have so much sex, but we have the nudity. And then I do School Bites, which is all ages. It's like Harry Potter with fangs.
Now, of all of the various comics that you sell for collectors and investors, what would be probably some of your top recommendations for collectors and investors?
Well, I heard that our first trade paperback goes for around $99 on eBay, and our early issues, since we don't reprint, are very valuable. You know, issues 1 through 8, I heard, are going for about $50 each.
And now, a couple of years ago, if they would have bought them, how much would they have been? What kind of percentage appreciation are we seeing on things like that?
Don't make me do math in the morning. I only had 1 cup of coffee. I don't know about that. I mean, I do hope that people get our work to read it and enjoy the artwork. But I do know that people are investing in our comics for the other.
So if there's a couple key investments that they could buy low right now, which one of your books would they be?
Probably the limited editions that we have, like studio editions are limited to 1,000 and they come signed and numbered. Glow covers.
If someone wanted to contact you or get in touch with your company, how would they do that?
JimBallant.com. They can go to our main website. We're also going to have our comics digitally available through Flash Reader. We're building our own. It'll be launched next week. And then I also have a free webcomic, schoolbites.net. They could always get me through there. Facebook, Holly Witch.
So in closing, is there any... Oh, you want a kid? In closing, if there's any last minute things you'd like to say to our viewers about your company or things in general?
Well, we're groovy and we care about our readers and we work really hard and we've never missed a deadline, 10 years in the comic book stores bi-monthly. And come visit. We also make little movies too.
So, in closing, this is Jarbon from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now, this is Jarbon from the Predatory Lending Network, and we're talking to folks throughout the galaxy about, you know, one of the top companies out there in the world and in the NASDAQ right now, Apple, formerly Apple Computer.
Yep.
Now, what would you like to say about Apple?
Well, I am a Mac user, have been for, 15, 16 years, and I love Apple. I have an iPhone, an iPad, G4, G3, G5. I like apples.
One of the criticisms that Apple had with the iPad when it first came out was the name.
The iPad.
Now, the pad. Now, as a woman, does the iPad, you know, offend you in any particular way? Because that was kind of a controversy when the
That's
iPad
ridiculous.
first came out.
No, it does not offend me. Why would it? I think that functioning women should have pads. If not, that would be a problem.
So, what would be your outlook for Apple?
I'm offended by that. People are so ridiculous. Oh my!
Now, what would your outlook for Apple be in the next 6 to 12 months as a company or a stock?
Where do I think Apple will be?
Yeah.
Probably relaxing, having a nice margarita maybe, a little tapas, hopefully, on all the equipment I've bought recently.
So, in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say to our viewers?
My G3 iPhone's acting a little weird. Is anyone else having that problem?
G3 or G4?
No, I have a G3, but I updated it. I have the G3S. And this gentleman wants to look at some magnets.
All right, so this is Jarbon from Predatory Lending Network saying goodbye.
We're actually going to be on the iPhone and the iPad. Are you filming?
Yes, I am.
With the iPhone, we're going to be actually on the iPhone and the iPad through iVerse. So look for Tarot next month, which is August, on iVerse, which is Comic Plus iVerse. Ta-da!
tell.